Welcome ratbags to another A to Z of art. Today we're taking a look at D for Dodo. Of course you might have assumed that D would be for dinosaurs, but as I've covered it under creatures, I didn't really see the point in going over it one more time just for dinosaurs. Instead, I'd rather focus on the meanest, the cruelest, the most outrageously dangerous creature in Art Survival Evolved. The Dodo? No, hold up. Of course, we're not going to dedicate a whole A to Z to the Dodo. It's going to be its more fearsome interbred cousin, the Dodo Rex. In actual fact, alongside the Dodo Rex, we're going to talk about all the event creatures, my favourites, and what I would like Wildcard to see add in the future. So let's kick off with the first one we ever saw though. First appearing in October 2015 for the very first Fear Evolved event, this went on to appear another 10 times in different styled events. Not only Halloween ones, but also for Thanksgiving and some Winter Wonderland events. It's also appeared in various different Easter events as well as the anniversary celebrating Ark's birthday. The Dodo Rex is a limited time tame. You can summon it and then use it against your enemies or just to go around getting plenty of meat. It's roughly the same size as a Giga, but very much more ferocious and got a much larger health pool. In fact, the Dodo Rex has got one of the largest health pools out of any creature in Art Survival Evolved. With its two main attacks, a big ferocious chomp and flames spewing from its mouth, it's definitely no joke coming up against one of these guys. You're definitely going to need big tanky creatures if you want to survive an attack by another tribe with a Dodo Rex. Thank God it is only a limited time tame. Although, did you know you can actually use a cryopod to freeze it for 30 days or so? So definitely worth doing if you get hold of one of these and you want to save it for another occasion when you come up against a really bad tribe, or you just want to have some fun playing around with it on your single player or non-dedicated world. Now the Dodo Rex is actually a fan-made creation. It was a suggestion and they designed it, and Wildcard ended up buying it from Dragon Assist to use in their game. So technically it was one of the very first mods that Wildcard ported over and added to the base game, just like the maps and Primitive Plus. There is a special dossier awarded if you summon a Dodo Rex. In previous years it used to be if you killed it. Either way you should get a dossier by doing either of them two things. To summon it during the events, you normally have to collect a bunch of different items, either wishbones or charcoal or birthday cakes depending on what event it was. Once you've got enough, you cook them up in a cooking pot and you will summon forth the Dodo Rex for a limited time. Now you can summon the Dodo Rex in single player and even without an event depending on what system you're on. You can do so on PC, and I do believe you used to be able to do it on the Xbox. As far as I know, it's never been able to be spawned in on the PlayStation 4 unless there is an actual event happening. Pretty much the Dodo Rex is a cross between obviously a Dodo and a T-Rex. The body of a T-Rex, yet the head and the feathers of a Dodo. Now Dodo Rexes do just spawn randomly on the maps, and so they present a frequent challenge if you want to try and kill one. Obviously if you're trying to get the trophy or dossier for it and you don't want to have to try summoning it. They will spawn though with only a limited amount of time, so you've got to kill it pretty quickly. Often with the Dodo Rex spawning you also have lots of other little minions spawning all over the map, just like the Zombo Dodo. But the Dodo Rex has also had help from some turkeys, the killer ones way back when in 2016. So a fantastic addition to the game. Everyone gets excited about the Dodo Rex appearing, but there have also been other creatures based on the same premise, including the Dodo Wyvern, as well as a bunch of other skeletal creatures like these ones appearing at various different events, normally Halloween events too. And this is one avenue that I want to see Wildcard get perfection on. Over the years we've had lots of different events. Some years have been a little bit less thought put into them than others, but for sure 2019 was definitely a lot better than 2018. The events were a little bit more different, they weren't just recycled, and they added many more cosmetics for us to earn, and this is what gets fans of Art Survival Evolved who play it pretty hardcore, usually on official servers, pretty excited. When these events roll in, it's something fresh and new to do and gives you a bit of attention on something different from the daily grind of breeding, resource gathering and defending your bases. Many people have campaigned for the Dodo Rex to be added to the base game permanently as a special boss creature. And I think it could work, even if it was more appearing regularly. Instead of just events, we would have it every single week. At various different times it could appear on the server and people would get maybe a bonus XP or something like that. They often spoke about boss wars during early access, where they would possibly have bosses spawning at random points in the map, and the tribe that would be able to defeat that boss would then be able to control it as a limited time tame, very much like the Titanosaur right now. They ended up implementing this a little bit for Extinction. That's where the Kaiju come into it, defeat the boss, and then you can use it to take on other creatures. But it would have been nice to do this on the island, but they abandoned that idea during early access, or towards the end of it anyway, and ended up releasing it as paid DLC. But I still think it would freshen up the meta massively, particularly on PvP obviously, if some of these creatures like the Dodo Rex or the Broodmother just randomly spawned on the map. It gave smaller tribes a chance possibly to get something quite powerful to take on some of the mega ones that normally always attack them. As I mentioned, there's been another variation, the Dodo Wyvern. Now this one is actually a lot harder. You cannot spawn this creature in as far as I'm aware. Recently change has been made, it seems it's been locked off. Even using a mod that had a version of it, it kept crashing the game. So unfortunately it looks like you're not going to be able to play around with a Dodo Wyvern anytime soon, unless they bring it back for another Fear Evolved event. But this was equally as formidable and pretty much the same style. A Dodo mixed with a Wyvern, only available on the Scorched Earth and Ragnarok maps in the past. This is definitely the kind of thing I really want them to put more effort into, having even more style creatures spawning. We've had it various times for like Tech Chronicles or the Chronicles for next DLC, where various different style dinosaurs would spawn, and even if it's only the skins that are really changing rather than any new abilities, it still adds a big thing to the game and mixes it up. People really love it when they see like Procopticons running around in bunny costumes, and like I said, the bone dinosaurs are really fun too. So more stuff like that in the future wildcard. There is a little bonus if you do manage to defeat the Dodo Wyvern. You get the Dodo head dress, or you can sometimes earn it just by cooking lots of items in the pots, as I said. But other than that, it's just that dossier for doing it is really the ultimate goal. So, don't always be too keen on killing and kicking around the tiny little dodos. You never know when its uglier, more ferocious cousin will appear and take you down. I hope you've enjoyed this A to Z of Ark Survival Evolved. Go and check out all the other videos, and don't forget, if you want to come and join me on my Genesis servers available on all three platforms, Xbox, PlayStation and PC, come and join my Discord. It's going to be free for everyone. Until next time, Rat Bags, I will see you later.